Hi, my name is Kesa. I'm 54 and I'm starting from scratch. This is episode 2. In episode 1, I basically explained to you that I was starting from scratch. Now, in this episode, I'm curious to know, what does your starting from scratch means? Does it mean the same thing? Because everybody has a different interpretation of what starting from scratch is, right? Some people may say, well, it's starting from the beginning, it's starting all over, it's rediscovering yourself, it's revamping your entire life. Well, for me, starting from scratch simply means that I had to uproot my life and start it again in a different city. As I told you before in the previous video, that my mother had passed away in January 12th of 2025. That was the time that she passed away. And ever since then, I've had to make major decisions of where I would live, what I was going to do, whether I was going to stay in the house that I grew up in or whether I wasn't. And for me, it was a no-brainer. It was like, okay, I have to go back and stay in this house. This was my childhood home. My parents worked hard for this house, and I just have to pick up my life and move. But the caveat to all of this is that I had already quit both of my jobs. Well, one job I quit, and the other one I was actually laid off due to my client having to go into rehabilitation, and therefore I am now on unemployment. The first job I actually quit, it was so toxic there, y'all, that I couldn't survive there. We got a brand new district manager over the district, and when I tell you, this man was cutthroat, conniving, manipulative, narcissistic, all the above. It was just not a great work environment. Not only did I leave, but several other people left it as well. And so while I was dealing with my mom, I think I had, this one epiphany after she died. And that was, you know what? I don't have to be tied down to this place anymore. I'm going to walk out on faith. And guys, let me tell you something. Walking on the water is something. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says, they that go out in deep waters, those are the ones that see great miracles. And right now, I feel like it's just time for me to step out into the deep and do what I believe that I know I can do. So for me, starting from scratch means to redevelop a plan, re-strategize how I'm going to make money now. It's the most thrilling time of my life, but it's also scary. But I know that it's worth me doing it. And the funny part about it is, I have been applying for jobs. You know what's so different now is that the market is totally different. It is not like 10 years ago. The skills, the education that you had 10 years ago, honey, no. They want a whole different level of skills. And it's like, if you are an RN and maybe you've been out of work for several months, you got to go be recertified and go through all these different things. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was just telling me the different certifications that you need now. And it's crazy. It's amazing to me that in 10 years, how the playing field can change. It could change on a whole new level. There's new technology out there. There's new apps out there. There's all kinds of things going on, y'all. And if you do not continue your education, you won't be able to keep up. I'm just telling you. So imagine me at 54 starting over. But the great thing about it is, I have giftings and talents in which God has granted me with. I make handmade jewelry. I do journals. I am an author. I do all sorts of things. I sing. I mentor. I coach. There are things that I can do. But imagine a person that's out there that doesn't even know they have all these giftings inside of them. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know where to start. And they are literally starting from scratch because they have no clue what they're going to do. You know, think about it. If you get laid off tomorrow, how would that uproot your life? How would that, affect your life? And these are the things that we have to think about. But know that you have within yourself the ability to always reinvent yourself. You have a God-given talent. You just have to tap into it and figure it out. So now it's my turn to tap into what God has given me and cause it to blow up on a whole new level. And I'm not talking about it in a negative way, y'all. I'm talking about seeing where I can go with all of this. I am 54 and I am starting from scratch, y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. And as we continue to go along, I'm going to tell you some more details. And before I leave, if you see like things in the background, the painting and all of that, guys, I'm starting from scratch. I'm renovating my house. So literally, guys, when I tell you I'm starting from scratch, I'm starting from scratch. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. And please leave me a comment in the bottom if you understand what starting from scratch is. Have you ever had to do it before? How long did it take you to get back on your feet? Well, until the next episode, again, I'm 54 and I'm starting from scratch.